Tonight, one of the Valley's biggest nonprofits, United Way of the Desert, is focused on helping the community as much as possible through this difficult time, with everything from rental assistance to help with food, water, and even cash. And the organization is also helping other nonprofits as well. I spoke with CEO Crystal Granados. Crystal, it's great to see you again. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me, Peter. It's great to see you as well.
It feels like forever ago the last time I spoke with you, but really it was only 3 months. March. A
I
lot
know
happened since then.
a lot has definitely changed. Yes, that is true. I agree with you. It does feel like forever.
And United Way is definitely keeping busy.
Oh yes, the needs of our valley have grown tremendously, and United Way has really been focused on making sure that we can meet as many of our community needs as possible. And we have not stopped working during this time of COVID to make sure that our community really gets what it needs.
And what are some of those needs right now?
So we've been working extensively with clients throughout the Coachella Valley who were already struggling to make ends meet even before COVID. And then with COVID, of course, things changed dramatically with job loss and reduction of hours. And so we've been working with our water agency partners across the desert to make sure that folks who are struggling to pay their water bill are able to gain assistance. So we've been doing our $100 credit. We've seen a 400% increase in need from the Valley just in 3 months. So we've been able to assist more than 500 clients right here in the Coachella Valley who needed that $100 credit to their water bill. So that's one of the first things that we did, was make sure that that program was readily accessible to everyone online. We've been working with our partners at Lift to Rise with the Economic Protection Plan. We've processed more than about a little over 3,000 payments, cash assistance payments, out to low-income residents throughout the Coachella Valley to make sure that they could just have that little bit of extra cash assistance that they needed to get through during this difficult time. And then we at United Way in the month of May, we launched a rental assistance fund, which we were able to help more than 300 families with rent in May. And that rental assistance fund, the demand was very high. So we have such a great need to help residents across the Coachella Valley. Rental assistance is one of the highest demands, along with food, of course. So working with partners and connecting clients to resources across the valley as well. So all the calls that we're receiving, we're connecting families to where they can get food, where they can apply for benefits if they've never had to do so before, where they can make sure that they get other utility assistance, like through our energy partners. So we've really been playing a connection role, a direct assistance role, and then working with our partners across the Coachella Valley to make sure that they have what they need as well.
And your website also has a list of resources that people can go and see everything all on one page.
Absolutely. So unitedwayofthedesert.org is our website. We have a list under our coronavirus updates, and it's got connections to all kinds of resources, from unemployment benefits to information about where to find food resources, but it's in one great place. So we launched that the very first week that the shutdown happened. We've been updating it. So that's one place to get information. Our water assistance application is also completely online. So if you can just go there, fill out all of the information. And our rental assistance information is there as well. You can also go to unitedlift.org, which is a new rental assistance fund by Lift to Rise here in the Coachella Valley, and United Way of Inland Valleys and Riverside. So those are some great pieces of information. And what we keep saying here at United Way is generosity and compassion will get us through this all together. So if you're in a position that you can be generous and help us help more clients, more residents, our families and our neighbors and friends in need, you can also make donations at unitedwayofthedesert.org.
I was just about to ask you, Crystal, how is United Way doing right now financially? I know I was supposed to host your big gala in May. That got postponed.
It did.
This is a tough time for a lot of nonprofits in our valley.
It absolutely is. So many of our organizations were impacted. We've all been impacted financially. So one of the things that we did in partnership with our United Ways throughout Southern California is we launched an assistance fund for nonprofits who are directly serving clients who've been affected by COVID. We launched that that initiative last week. We received applications, and we're investing collectively more than $2.5 million into our nonprofit organizations throughout the Inland Empire and the Coachella Valley, all to help our nonprofit community do even more, because that's what we do. We fill
You're
in the
not
gaps.
just helping yourselves, you're helping other nonprofits.
Yes, we are.
Amazing. And I'm curious, Crystal, are you seeing a lot of people who are coming to United Way during this time who maybe have never needed to rely on some help before, who are coming for the first time because a lot of people are dealing with hardship?
So many of our families here in the Coachella Valley who had never applied for assistance, never had to reach out, who were United Way supporters through their workplace giving, were now clients. And we were more than happy to help them navigate through what were uncharted waters for many of them.
Well, keep up the fantastic work you're doing at United Way. I know it's so important, especially during this time, to make sure that people get the resources they need.
Yeah, it is especially important. And thank you for allowing us to come on and talk about the resources that folks need, and the ability to, if you have the ability to help and to be generous, that's our mantra is, give if you can, because the needs are still great, and our community is still hurting, but together we're getting through it.
You're right about that. Crystal, it's so good to see you again. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Peter. It's good to see you as well.